Hello, I'm Alan Shearer and you're watching Mariners TV.
Lee, as far as 90-minute performances to go, that must be right up there with all the best ones this season.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've come into this game and Gainsborough have been on a great run of form, right at the top of the form table. So we knew it was going to be a really tough challenge. Conditions were difficult. Pitch is very, very, very soft, very heavy. Wind was very strong, and we really stepped up to the plate to a man, and came in obviously at half time 2-0 up, and I thought thoroughly deserved. And then we've picked up a couple more goals in the second half, and then they've got a penalty at the end. But all in all, I thought it was a thoroughly deserved 3 points.
A great start of the game. Darius getting his first goal for the club 9 minutes in. Was that a little glimpse of what he can do?
Yeah, I mean, you've got to bear in mind as well that obviously he's missed the last 3 weeks with a hamstring injury, which is been massively frustrating for us. Obviously, we were really excited when we brought him to the football club because we knew that the kind of performance that he's given today was something that he would offer us. But yeah, I mean, you'd have to say there's more to come as well. To be off for 3 weeks and not play, and then to put a performance in like that, so hats off to him. Hats off to Dylan Morse, who's in the same boat as Darius, 3 weeks off with hamstring. He's come in and done exceptionally well today. Blair Adams, another one that's been out for a long time, has come in, done exceptionally well today. So we can take a hell of a lot of positives from today's performance. I honestly don't think there was a single player who didn't perform well today, and that's a great boost for us. And we'll have a good week preparing for the next game.
You mentioned the first half there. I guess you expected a big response from them after the break, and you got it. How pleased were you with the way that the lads stood up to that and got through it?
Yeah. No, you come away from home. We were obviously good in the first half. I think they probably felt that I'm sure they would have felt that they weren't very good. So we were expecting a response, and we kind of weathered that that little storm a little bit, and then pushed ourselves further in front, which just then allows us, even though the pitch was deteriorating, I thought there was some little phases of football in there when we're 3 and 4-0 up where we kept the ball really, really well and looked like our true selves. And again, the supporters that have come down here on a really windy and horrible day, they've supported us and backed us from start to finish, and we can't thank them enough.
One player who probably deserves a mention is Craig Baxter. Played a couple of different roles today. He's had a few different roles over the last few weeks. Can you sum up how valuable he is to the squad and the team?
Yeah, no, you hit the nail on the head. Craig is just so reliable. He's. I'm not sure if many people just appreciate just how an intelligent a footballer he is. You have to be able to play, a variety of different roles around the pitch effectively. You've got to just have a really good football IQ, and Craig's got that. So yeah, well done to Craig today.
There's been a lot made of the recent form, but away from home haven't lost since Boxing Day, since the whip began away from home. We're so pleased with the way that the lads have done away from home in particular over the last few months.
Yeah, obviously, we've built our success over the last 3-4 years on our home form primarily, and it's almost been flipped on its head this season. That brings with it positives and negatives. We're obviously absolutely delighted the haul of points that we have amassed from the away games so far this season. We do need to get better at home. I'm just desperate for us to really show the Mariners Park faithful what we're all about again, because it's been a little bit of a period where we haven't got close to our best at home. But next home game might not be a bad one to do that, so we'll see what happens on the 14th.
And just finally, next Saturday we go to Bamber Bridge. Obviously a tough game,
yeah.
I guess underlined by the fact that they beat FC United so convincingly last week as well.
Yeah.
Also expecting a tough one down there next Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. They're another side that they're quite unpredictable. They pick up some poor results against teams in the bottom half at times, and then at times, like you say, like the result they had the other week, you know, they've got the ability on the day to be extremely dangerous. So we've got to be wary of that. But again, you know, we proved today that we can go away from home and against sides that are in form and turn them over and get 3 points.